So I'm someone that I personally, in every facet of life, I believe in starting with whatever the truth is and then working backwards from that. So when it comes to this, I want to start from whatever the truth is and whatever the way it really is. And then for me personally, I go, well, how much of a liar do I have to be able to function in life? You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. And that's how you have to look at it. If you are someone who is trying to be on that elite level, this is elite level stuff that is above anything that is anywhere near being sold to the masses. This is elite level stuff. This is about changing. This is about reversing your age, adding 20, 30, 40, 50 very, very high quality years to your life. It's not something that can be packaged and sold to the masses of people who are manic and who want the easiest thing and that doesn't disrupt their life. You know what I mean? That's why there's all these bad diets, because to just be moderately healthy, or what is moderately healthy? What is considered moderately healthy now, in my opinion, is not healthy at all. But everything gets dumbed down to where it's just about what can sell to people. That's what it's all about, is what can sell. So when it comes to diet, right? The diet side, and we're talking about reversing your age. We're talking about the elite of the elite. We're not talking about just being fairly healthy. We're talking about reversing your age. We're talking about the optimal way to eat for each person individually that's going to make them the best of the best they can be. The diet's the most important thing. Diet, lifestyle, mindset, and then the training. The diet is the most important thing. The diet's kind of like the first domino, if you want to look at it that way. It starts everything. And to niche it down and to simplify it even more, when it comes to the diet and it comes to optimal nutrition, like the way it really is, not the way people think it is, start with 100% unprocessed foods. 100% unprocessed foods. And go down from there. So that's what truth is. 100%, not 90%, because the more you start doing that, people will go down to what people do. And people who are moderately healthy, like one of the first things that I have people do, and I've done this for years, one of the first things, for years I've done this, is learn how to count their calories, but not because they're counting their calories for the reasons why they think they're supposed to be counting the calories. They count the calories because they need to figure out how much of those calories are from processed calories. I'm not going to call it processed food. Sometimes I mess up and I call it processed foods, but really it's processed calories. It's just processed foods is a term that, it's in my head. So if I say that, I really don't mean that, because it's processed calories. It's not food. Doesn't mean that I don't eat it. Doesn't mean that I won't eat it. Doesn't mean that I haven't eaten tons of it. What I'm saying is to start from the truth, which is 100% unprocessed foods is what's optimal. Forget about how many calories your body needs and forget about all that, because that all fits. Those pieces just start fitting eventually once things get going better. That doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't even happen for some people in a year or two. It's a forever thing. It's not just a week thing or a month thing or a year thing. It's a forever thing. And the goal for me personally, which is what I'm sharing, the goal is to reverse age, which is what I'm doing, and also add a ridiculous amount of very high quality years to my life. So that's elite level, stuff. That's not doing a fad diet and trying to, to lose weight or trying to get a six pack or trying to do whatever. This is a whole different thing. This is not bodybuilding. This is not bodybuilding. This is age reversing. It's not bodybuilding. So, and most things are bodybuilding. Most things are stemmed from bodybuilding because, that's easy. It's easy to package. So 100% unprocessed foods. There's so many people that don't even know what processed foods are. They think they do. You know, they think stuff like dairy is unprocessed. Dairy's, did I just say foods? Yeah, I say that, right? Dairy's processed calories. Doesn't mean, I'm not saying don't eat it. What I'm saying is know what it is. Ezekiel bread. There's people who think stuff like Ezekiel bread and like whole grain pastas and stuff, they think that that's unprocessed food, and that's processed. You know? There's people who I've taught how to count their calories and how to count the processed calories and how to figure out, you know, which is which, and understand, you know, they don't count condiments. They don't count stuff. Your condiments are some of the worst things people can, like ketchups and dressings and mayonnaise and stuff like that. People don't count that stuff. That's like the worst, some of the worst stuff people can put in their bodies. But it's all processed, right? There's people who have thought, just by guessing, and just talk to them and just say, guess how much processed food you think you eat. And they could be guessing, you know, 20, 30%. And if they do it correctly, because it's hard for people to count their stuff correctly, but if they put an effort into it and really, really go count, I'm going to try to put an effort into counting everything that I eat, not changing what I eat, count it all, count all my calories, and then figure out which ones are processed. There's people that have been over 90% processed calories, thinking they're like 20, 30% processed. And, you know, and they didn't know. When they see that, it's like, you know, it's like a slap in the face. Now, what I say to people is don't take that and make that, put your head, you know, don't make you dig a hole and stick your head in it. You know, let that make you better. Knowing what truth is should make you better, not make you sulk, cannot make you think you're low. It's okay, but knowing that, it's going to still be there. If you know what I mean? If you put your head in the sand and ignore it, it's still going to be there, and you're still going to die faster. You're still going to be making yourself die faster. So why would people, see, sometimes I don't understand why some people, at the very least, don't want to, I can kind of get sort of in a way why people don't want to like really be an elite level, you know, of a human being. I get that. But even to be like what would be considered moderately healthy, there's a lot of people that don't want to do that. And they're first of all, they're making the years that they have on earth, which aren't that many, they're making them miserable. At the very least, think about, hey man, I want to add, what if someone could think about it like, I want to add 10, just 10, that's it. I want to add, me personally, I want to live forever. But realistically, I can think like, seriously, realistically, I can add 50 years, quality years to my life. 50 quality years. And that's me being realistic and not being just completely delusional. I'm being serious. Me being delusional is saying I want to live forever, right? But I'm serious when I say 50 years, 50 quality years too. So what if someone wants to do 10? And that's where they want to start. You know, that's something they can look and go, man, you know, I can add 10 quality years to my life. If they understand what the truth is about everything, but starting with the diet, that's going to put them on the right path. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do it. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, whatever, they can go out, walk outside of their house and a plane can fall on top of their head and they can die at that, you know. We can't think about all that. But for what they can do, that's possible. If they know the truth, if they know what the truth is. If they're being constantly dumbed down like we are, everything is to dumb people down, to make people buy things, to make people do these fad diets, to make people join types of programs that I'm not even necessarily saying that all of them are horrible. What I'm saying is that they're made to keep people lazy and lazy-minded. They don't start from the truth. They don't start from the truth, the top, and work themselves down. They don't. They start from the bottom and keep people at the bottom. I like to start from the top and work myself backwards and go, okay, what did I eat that's processed? Everything that I would eat that's processed, that's chipping away at my life. And that keeps you on your toes. It keeps you always thinking about it. If you don't, pretty soon you'll be someone that you'll be eating 70-80% processed foods. A lot of people do. A lot of people watching this, they eat more processed foods than they think. If they counted the calories, counted the processed calories, there's a lot of people, more people are over 50% processed calories. More people are. A lot of people are up 80-90%. It's crazy, man. Anyways, go to my website, click the links down below, do all the different things that are here. Go look at the description. This will be on my website and a playlist somewhere. So I'm running out of time, and I will talk to you later.